Hello, this is Garrick with Budgeted Water 3 channel, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than Warzone. Today I'm going to be reviewing and telling you my final thoughts on Naughty Dog's hit game, The Last of Us Part 2. Now, this game is a continuation to the first game, which played out excellently and was a masterpiece. This game is a continuation of it, and while it's not as good, it's still very fun, exhilarating, and exciting. Now, enjoy the review.
So Garrett, you've talked a lot about what a great campaign this is. Can you just kind of paint a picture, tell us a story? Like, where are you at in this scene, and how did you get to this point?
Now, in this clip, I'm about halfway into the game, and right before this, I stole a boat from a bunch of WLF soldiers, and I'm on my way to an aquarium where I'm going to meet Tommy. Now, the reason why we're going to this aquarium and why I'm meeting Tommy is because we are trying to hunt down and kill Abby. Now, neither of us like Abby because she killed both of our father figures, Joel. Joel was the main character in The Last of Us Part 1, and a lot of us and a lot of the fan base for The Last of Us got an emotional bond with him, and to see him go out the way he did was rather sad.
So one thing that I noticed as I'm watching this clip, we don't have the sound effects from the game. So did they have good sound effects? Or do you feel like you're involved, you're in that scene?
Yes, a lot of the sound effects in this game are done very, very well. And now the audio production team did an amazing job. Right here you can hear all the waves splashing around. You can hear like the waves crashing on the other side of the beach. You can hear the thunder and lightning crashing down right next to you, almost as if it's right there.
So how did the first campaign end?
Now, the first campaign ended in a hospital where they were going to kill Ellie in order to make a vaccine for the disease.
That's a big bad tell. That thing scared me.
And Joel at first was fine with it, and he didn't tell Ellie, but soon realized and turned back that this wasn't good for him. He had just traveled halfway across the country with this girl, and they had made an emotional bond together, and she saw Joel as a father figure. Now, at first, like I said, he was fine with it, but he turned around, he marched through that hospital, pretty much asking them if he could pull her out of surgery. And while they said no, he was not okay with that. And he had killed almost and nearly every single person in that hospital just to save Ellie. And now, nobody knew who Abby was until this game, because they had never told us that Abby's dad was actually the surgeon that Joel had killed.
So we're in the middle of the pandemic right now. Does this campaign have any diseases? Like you had mentioned that there's a disease involved in the game that you're out to save, or you need a vaccine, right? What's the disease?
Yes, so there's infected in this game, and they all have different names because they all have different stages. Like stage 1 are called runners, stage 2 are called stalkers, stage 3 are called clickers, stage 4 are called splotchers, and stage 4 are bloaters, and stage 5 is the Rat King. Now, the Rat King was never seen before, but the one way we found him in this game is when you're playing as Abby, and as you saw before, there was a surgeon table with body parts, gloves, bloody rags. They were performing a surgery on a girl named Mel. Now, when you're playing as Abby, you meet Mel and Liv. Now, They are little kids working with the Scars, your arch enemies, but they're just little kids brought into this by their mom. And while they had no intentions to be a Scar, they were forced into it because of family blood. And so, when you're Abby, you basically go into this hospital, into the trauma center, and into the surgery room to try and find this kit in order to perform that surgery when you find the Rat King. Now, he is a very big, bad enemy, bigger and badder than the bloater you saw in the first clip. He took almost all of my ammo away, almost all of my health kit, and almost all of my Molotovs, trap mines, stun grenades, all that. He took all of it away. And so when I came out of that, I was very, very glad that you barely played as Abby after that, because I had little to no ammo.
And you said you learned a few things from watching videos on how to get through that scene. Whose video was that you were watching?
Now, I won't be posting part 1s, part 2s, or anything like that on my channel, because I've already finished the campaign and barely recorded any of it. But the one person, if you wanted to watch this campaign because you don't have a PS4 or you can't get it or anything like that, I would watch the Rad Brad. Now, he's a very good dude, and he helped me through a lot of this campaign because I was able to watch his clips, which helped show me how to get through certain parts of the campaign. Like the Rat King, he was very, very tough for me. I died multiple times on him because I had little to zero ammo. So I was running around looking for ammo and stuff, and Brad pretty much just showed me what to do, where to grab certain ammo, where to grab certain things to craft bombs and stuff. So he was very helpful. I would go check him out, give him a sub, say what's up.
Where are we at now? So you were fighting some people. Did you know those people you were just fighting with?
Yes, those are Abby's allies, Owen and Mel, and they're both very and pretty much bad people. Owen is a straight a-hole, and Mel is she's pretty nice. She really hasn't done anything vicious, but she was a part of Joel's murder, and that's why you took her out.
What's in your backpack?
My backpack, I have some arrows for my bow and arrow. I have a long rifle, so like a hunting rifle pretty much. I have a revolver, and I have a pistol with a double barrel shotgun.
Does this take place in any particular city? Or is it just made up?
Well, right here in this scene, you are in Seattle, but in the first game, you were in a place called Jackson, which was pretty mysterious. Like, nobody knows where Jackson is. It might be in, like, Mississippi or something.
Wyoming?
Wyoming, yeah.
So this is Tommy that you're talking to now?
Yeah, this is Tommy and Jesse.
So Tommy's obviously on
Tommy
side.
Yeah, Tommy is Joel's brother, and that girl that we just saw, her name is Dina. Jesse is her boyfriend, and that's gonna be the dad.
And so is this a game you'd recommend for people to pick up?
Yeah, but just know that if you're gonna play this game, you're either gonna have to watch or play through the first one, because this game compared to the first one is not as good. The first one was a masterpiece. It was tremendously done.
It sounds like it was unique. Like you've never seen it before. That. So how long does for instance, this campaign, how long did it take you? How much playing time to get from start to finish?
In game about 20 hours.
Oh.
The first one I don't think was as long, because in this one you spend most of your time in Seattle hunting down this entire group of pretty much anarchy terrorists, misogynistic people. And in the first one, you pretty much just get to know the characters, get to know all about this disease, because that was pretty much what this first one, what the first game was altered around, was this new disease nobody has ever heard of. So you pretty much just learned about the disease, learned about the different stages of the infected. And this one is pretty much just you fighting Abby and her WLF soldiers in the scars.
Did any of them have coronavirus? Was that a part of the game at all?
No. I don't... They never really said what the name of the disease was, but it's very vicious. And
Wait, is that Tommy?
That's Tommy getting beat up, yeah.
Oh.
And, yeah, you get infected within the first maybe 4 to 10 seconds of getting bit. So it spreads really quick.
So when you were with Ellie, so did you get infected when you were Ellie?
Ellie is actually immune to the disease.
Okay.
And that's what makes her so unique.
Gotcha. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
They could have such great graphics and such a long story.
Yeah, and I think that's going to wrap it up for our review. I give this game a solid 9.8 out of 10, and the first one a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you
and bye.
next time.